I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Have you joined the fastest growing fantasy motorsports app yet? On Grid Rival, you can join leagues with your friends and manage your own fantasy team on what race fans are calling, hands down, the best fantasy motorsport app out there. F1 and MotoGP leagues are now live for the 2021 season. Joining a league on Grid Rival will make every race more exciting, more engaging, and of course, more competitive. Download Grid Rival now on your iPhone or Android smartphone. Grid Rival is an unofficial application and not associated with Formula One, MotoGP, or any of their athletes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dover Downs International Raceway. National Racing Network proud to be bringing you live coverage of the Dallara X-TREME Series. Round 10 of 12 for the DXS Series, and this one a little bit lower on car count than some of the ones that we normally see, but the action has been very, very good throughout the field in every one of the DXS races that we've seen so far. And this race is going to pose a unique challenge to these drivers as they tackle the Monster Mile here in Delaware. A little bit about the racetrack here and the series. We get ready for qualifications to get underway. Originally built in 1969, a 1 mile, originally asphalt oval, then it was converted over to concrete. That's the surface that the drivers will race on today. 24 degrees of banking in the corners, often called a self-cleaning racetrack because the straightaways are banked pretty significantly as well. The race cars you'll see tonight, or at least this afternoon anyway, manufactured by Dallara. This is the concept car that Dallara and the iRacing platform put together, basically as a result of the pandemic and iRacing not being able to scan any real-world cars in the detail that's necessary to create them and put them on the service. So they kind of went to Dallara and said, hey, here's a blank notebook. What's going to be the open-wheel car of the future? We want the sound. We want the cool old-school engines of the early 2000s from F1, but we want the ground effects and all this aerodynamic bits that go with it. What they came up with was a 3-liter V10 engine making 900 horsepower, 246 pound-feet of torque with a rev limit of 20,000 RPM. Top speed's going to be 215 miles per hour, and there's a chance that they may be touching on that, at least fairly close anyway, as they make their way around the Monster Mile. As we mentioned, this is championship round number 10. Race distance is 120 laps or 55 minutes. Typically, we've seen these races hit the time limit instead of the race distance, and basically that's only because the distance is really kind of set to the time. So if you go clean and green, you'll get 120 laps in the books. 55 minutes is more likely kind of the number that we're going to see here in terms of race distance. Cautions are admin controlled. So there will be a live human being controlling the cautions. Single car incidents that don't pose a danger to others, probably not going to result in a caution flag coming out. Drivers will have one backup car available to them. The pit window for tonight's race is anywhere from 30 to 40 laps. Hearing that it may be as little as 10 minutes, though, which really could mean 5 to 6 pit stops. We'll have to keep an eye on things and see how the strategy progresses here. Single car qualifying just getting underway. We'll pick up Connor Baldwin in the DXS number 19. Connor making his way down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. You'll hear that car start to get wound up. In fact, let's show you the dashboard on Connor. Give you an idea of the speed as well. 206, 207 mile an hour into turns 1 and 2. Not losing much in the way of speed through the corners. Green mark at the bottom of the screen means he went fastest overall in the first sector. He's going to go quickest overall. He's the first car that will set time. 18.11 seconds. New quick time. Claudio Vassilibre. 18 seconds flat. James Watson going to be third quick. 18.27, 18.30 for Sebastian Kinder. Mark Hewitt jumps up to the third position. 4-lap qualifications here, but it's the best of your 4 laps. 17.98 for Claudio Vassilibre. Pick up that car as he makes his way through turns 3 and 4, working lap number 3. He goes just a tick slower, 18.03 seconds. Just a couple of hundredths back, going to be RJ Hetke. Hetke's going to loop the car in turns 1 and 2. We'll pick up Vassilibre as he finishes his run. 18.05 on lap number 4. Here's Andrew Acera making his way through turns 1 and 2. These cars absolutely flying around the Dover International Speedway. Acera is going to move up to be third quick, 18.08 seconds. The last lap time, 18.1 seconds on lap number 2. See the times across the bottom of the screen. If it's yellow, that means the driver has gone slower than their personal best in that sector. Green is a new personal best. While cars that are in purple have gone fastest overall. Pick up Wes Shire here. Turns 1 lap. Goes 18.01 seconds. Then he's going to come back into the pit area here. A couple of minutes left in the qualifying session. So we'll see if Wes Shire is going to elect to take another run. Here is Wes Shire getting that car wound up on pit road. A couple of times, real world Indy cars did visit the racetrack here. 1998, 1999. The Pep Boys 400K in 1998, won by Scott Sharp for Kelly Racing in a Dallara Oldsmobile. The race was 248 laps in Lang. This was the early days of the normally aspirated IRL engines. Tony Stewart won the pole for that race at 185.204, 19.438 seconds. Westshire electing not to take another lap. We'll pick up the starting grid here for tonight's Dallara X-TREME Series race. Claudio Vassilibre from the Ludum Racing Team is your pole sitter tonight. 17.976 seconds is the quick time. 35 1,000ths of a second back is RJ Hetke. Hetke's going to have to really watch tonight, though. One avoidable contact penalty will see him suspended for the rest of the season. He sat out last week after getting a 1-week suspension. One more unavoidable contact penalty will see Hetke benched for the rest of the season. Westshire, Andrew Acera going to make up row number 2. Row 3 will have Connor Baldwin from Texas, Mark Hewitt out of the Benelux nations. James Watson and Matt Galida in row number 4. Sebastian Kinder, Jason Hand in row 5. Row 6 will have Timothy Watson running all alone. Patrick Byrne actually the admin for the series. So he will not be starting tonight. He'll be taking a look at things up there in race control. Keeping our eye on the point standings. The field's going to get ready to roll out here. Sebastian Kinder, 9 starts, 1 win, but consistency has been the difference maker. 8 top 5s, 9 top 10s, sitting on 342 total points. Westshire, Simon Fell, RJ Hetke, James Watson, the top 5. In fact, Hetke and Watson tied at 248 markers. Pretty big gap. 75 points there back from Sebastian Kinder to Westshire. 6 through 10 in the standings. Andrew Acera, Gary DeMoss, Cullen Johnston, Connor Baldwin, and Matt Galida. Mark Hewitt, who is entered in tonight's race, currently in the 12th position in points. Field making their way behind the iRacing safety car. We'll take a look here. This, I believe, is going to be a 1 lap, only 1 pace lap here tonight. There you go. Pace car is in. Vassilibre and Hetke going to lead the field down. Green flag's out. We're underway here at Dover. Top 2 able to sneak away just a little bit. That's Vassilibre and Westshire. Good battle back here for the 3rd position. That's James Watson and Connor Baldwin. Trouble on the racetrack for Andrew Acera. Not seeing an incident, but he did jump through the pit area. Take a look here. Get you a Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. Keep your eye on that kind of silver car right in the middle of your screen. The National Racing Network colors on Andrew Acera's machine. See if we can see what happened to him here. Down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Oh, big contact. He's out of here. Andrew Acera launches one over the grandstands. He's back on pit lane. He'll have to take the tow back in. Something tells me we're going to have a bunch of home run calls here tonight. Single file racing still at the front of the field. Peanut Butter Forest Baldwin checking in, saying, "Go Connor and eat more beef." Oh, one car up against the outside retaining wall. That's Mac Dallara. That will bring out a caution flag. Take a look and see. There's Mac bouncing up against the outside retaining wall, running the players' colors. Able to get it down off the wall and onto pit lane. He'll jump to the backup car. So far, everybody on the hard compound tire. Don't think we're going to see anybody run the mediums or the softs. Maybe if we get down to like I would say maybe 7 to 10 lap run, absolute maximum towards the end, will we see the medium tires. The soft tires are only going to come if we get a 1, maybe 2 lap shootout here. Pick up James Watson as he makes his way into the pits. Everybody but Claudio Vassilibre and Wes Shire are going to come into the pits this time. Connor Baldwin going to beat Watson off the pit road. Sebastian Kinder going to be the first one off the pit area. He's going to move up to the 3rd position, +6, 3.48 seconds on the stop for Sebastian Kinder. 6.68 seconds for Connor Baldwin. RJ Hetke going to be 3rd off the pit road. 3.37 seconds on the stop for RJ. 7.22 for James Watson. 7.23 for Mark Hewitt. Jason Hand, Timothy Watson also electing to come down pit road. See if we can't get a word here with Sebastian Kinder. Sebastian, heck of a pit stop there, but kind of interesting you choose to come in this early. What's the strategy call there?
Okay, so Chris, I got the little inside scoop of yours. All the guys behind me, they took tires. I didn't. Second of all, fuel is going to be a massive, like it's going to be very important. And thus, I decided, well, if they're coming to take fuel, I'll just like, yeah, let's take fuel. So.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's an interesting question here because basically, is there some kind of strategy call here that you can make it to the end?
Right now, no. I'll just take it as it comes, taking every opportunity to top it off fuel because, as I said, it's going to be very important.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck the rest of the way here. We'll be talking to you soon here. There's Sebastian Kinder. He's going to restart in the 3rd position. Claudio Vassilibre will be the race leader. Trying to check in here with Andrew Acera as well. Andrew, you're the first guy to go out of the ballpark tonight here at Dover. Not the way you wanted your race to go, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. It was, everything just happened so quick. These cars are so fast. Track's relatively small for these. Just the slightest contact and away I went.
Yeah, you reached orbit on the way out there too, brother. So tough break for you tonight.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's going to be a few more cautions coming up. I can get some laps back and maybe try to make something happen.
All right, Andrew, good luck the rest of the way there, bud. That is Andrew Acera. Currently, let's see, still waiting on pit road here. Actually, just back onto the racetrack is Andrew Acera. He said he's going to have to get some help here to get some laps back, but we'll see here what's going to come. Pace car is in and a quick jump on the throttle by Claudio Vasilibre. Going to catch a little bit of the back of the pack sleeping, but not Wes Shire. Shire's going to look to the outside in turns 1 and 2. Not quite close enough to make the move. Here comes Sebastian Kinder, Connor Baldwin. They're going to fight as well down the back straightaway. No lift in these cars. At least there shouldn't be much of a lift anyway through the corners. Oh, a little bit of contact. Sebastian Kinder goes around. Connor Baldwin may have gotten into the back of Sebastian Kinder. Again, single car incidents, we stay under green. So long as Sebastian Kinder gets cleared, we will stay green. And we do. Connor Baldwin, that car incredibly quick around the outside. Trying to get Wes Shire for second. Top 4 now really in a tight battle here. Vasilibre, Shire, Baldwin, and Hetke. Connor Baldwin just set the fastest lap of the race, 17.56 seconds. He's about a quarter of a second more than everybody else in the field at this point. We're going to start catching up on some lap traffic here as well. That's Matt Galida getting out of the way down to the inside. Baldwin now going to force his way inside of Wes Shire. Shire tucks back in line in front of RJ Hetke. Here comes Baldwin looking for the race lead. Not quite close enough to Vasilibre off at turn number 4 to attempt to pass. Shire going to move down to the inside. Covers the inside lane from the attack by Hetke. Now they're coming up on Sebastian Kinder. Kinder keeps things high into the outside. Good battle at the front of the field here, already working lap number 20 of 120. Best strategy you can employ to cover the passing attempts here is to run that far inside lane. It's a little bit, we'll say, out of the ordinary from what you typically see here at Dover, where you're going to let the car arc to the outside. But they have so much downforce and so much power, it really doesn't make much of a difference. In fact, it's the slower way around if you come off the bottom. That little nudge by Connor Baldwin. In fact, let's pull it up here and get you a Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay of that contact as things have settled down just a little bit. This was the incident between Sebastian Kinder and Connor Baldwin. Just got into the back of him. Kinder slides up the racetrack. Early nominee for the big smooth move of the race there, Connor Baldwin. Tires on these DXS cars are not designed to be run on ovals. Really a lot of stress put into them. Here's Baldwin looking for the race lead on the outside. Not quite close enough to attempt to pass. Everybody going to fight back down to the inside. Single file racing through the field here. Top 5 all within about a second of each other. James Watson caught up behind Sebastian Kinder. You almost wonder if that's not a little bit of potentially some fuel strategy going on here by Watson. By sitting at the back, he's staying within a half second of the race leaders, but burning significantly less fuel. We'll have to see how that strategy game plays out. Lap 29 of 120. Back lap 30 now up on the scoreboard. This race ticking by in a hurry, about 17, 18 seconds a lap here around Dover International Speedway. Top two going to distance themselves just a little bit as Baldwin once again swings out to the outside. One of the potential issues is you can run into some overheating trouble where you have to get the car into some clean air. Oh, come. Wow, that was huge. Jason Hand having a big issue. Caution flag is out. That was absolutely massive for Jason Hand. Number 6 machine trying to get into pit road. Flips the inside wall. He goes bouncing around. There was definitely contact there somewhere as Hand was tumbling, but wild wreck for Jason Hand. Should see the pits open this time. I wonder if we'll see some of the cars elect to stay out here. Yeah, Connor Baldwin going to stay out on the racetrack, as is Wes Shire. Here's race leader, or at least former race leader, Claudio Vassalibre, making his way down pit road. It'll be stop number 2 for RJ Heckey, James Watson, Mark Hewitt, and Timothy Watson. Race leader down into his pit box. He'll be down and away. Quickly followed out of the pits by Heckey. James Watson third off the pit road, followed by Mark Hewitt. Timothy Watson and Sebastian Kinder. Kinder only one lap down, and he'll restart on the inside lane. Here's an interesting bit of strategy. Wes Shire making his way down pit road. A very familiar Mo Nunn, Alex Zanardi livery on the machine of Wes Shire. Shire electing to come into the pits now is going to drop him back to, should be the 7th position. Andrew Acera going to come down pit road this time with Shire as well. Shortstop for Acera, 5.87 seconds, 7.75 for Shire. Trying to get a word with Wes here. Wes, kind of an interesting call here to come in one lap after everybody else. Are you now good to go on fuel, or are you just going to shorten the length of that final stop?
I should have one more stop to go, just like everybody else. Should be, if all goes according to plan, around lap 80.
Okay, so then here's the strategy question. Why stop a lap after everybody else?
I could save more fuel deeper in the pack, and I plan on going around them all.
There you go. All right. Well, there's Wes Shire. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate the time. And, yeah, Wes, one of the best there is on our National Racing Network broadcast series at fuel saving and fuel management. Wes really good with that. In fact, picking up a couple of wins. One last season at the Iowa Speedway in the TNT. all oval PM18 series. There is Connor Baldwin. Lights are out on the iRacing safety car. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. Just over 17, actually just under 18 minutes have elapsed at this point. So right about 1/3 distance. Andrew Acera moving up. He will restart inside of the race leader as the first car 1 lap down. Looks like Connor Baldwin might be having a little bit of a network issue here as well. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. We're underway once again here in Dover. These laps going to tick by in a hurry. Andrew Acera fighting with the race leader, trying to get his lap back. The rest of the field going to be locked into a pretty good battle as well. Here's Andrew Acera getting around race leader Connor Baldwin. Acera now going to put himself back at the tail end of the lead lap. If another caution were to fly, Acera will come around and reclaim a spot at the tail end of the lead lap. Oh, big move by Vasilibre down to the inside of Connor Baldwin. In fact, he's going to try to go 2 for 1 in 3 and 4. Baldwin fights right back on the outside. And the car right at the head of the pack is a lap down. Every right to fight for his position on the lead lap. James Watson now up to join the party here at the front. 2 by 2. At least they were working with Andrew Acera, trying to get a little bit of a draft help off of that car. Baldwin up to the outside, Vasilibre inside. Baldwin tucks in, gets the big draft down the front straightaway. Good battle raging here for this 3rd position as well between James Watson and Timothy Watson. Connor Baldwin peeks the nose out on the entry to turn number 1. Not quite close enough to attempt that pass. Westshire talking about being in fuel save mode. He's hanging right in at the back of the field here. Etke almost making contact with Timothy Watson. Andrew Sarah having to dodge down to the apron to avoid making contact with Wes Shire after number 4. Pretty quickly approaching halfway here. Let's run you through the field. Claudio Vassilibre has been at the front since the start of the race here, at least within the first couple of cars. Looks like Connor Baldwin going to make his way on the pit road. Cover the stops here. This is green flag stops. Baldwin likely to lose at least one lap, if not more. That 35 mile per hour speed limit just excruciating for Connor Baldwin. He is on a different strategy from everybody else, completing his pit service. But here comes the race leaders by. He's going to go a second lap down. Now Claudio Vassilibre with a 1 second lead over James Watson. He's going to have R.J. Heckney and Timothy Watson battling side by side just back behind him. I wonder if everybody else is in a bit of a fuel save mode here, because Vassilibre has the lead out over 2 seconds now. Lap number 59 on the scoreboard, just a couple shy of the halfway point. Pretty interesting stuff we're seeing here on the lap time chart. Everybody but the race leader over 17.7 seconds. Closer to 18-second lap times. Race leader Claudio Vassilibre setting lap times to 17.6 seconds for a best lap, 18.18 seconds. Almost a full second a lap faster. R.J. Heckney able to get around Timothy Watson for position number 2. Now, a couple of laps past the halfway point here. Claudio Vassilibre out to a 5.4 second lead over this second group of cars, including R.J. Heckney, Timothy Watson, James Watson, and Wes Shire. Everybody else 1 or more laps down, including Sebastian Kinder, Andrew Acera, Connor Baldwin, Mark Hewitt, Mac Malida, and Jason Hand. and out of the race. He'll finish in the 11th position. Battle has been absolutely fantastic. These 4 cars have not been more than 2 or 3 car lengths apart at any point in the racing action here tonight from the Dover International Speedway. Vassalibre's lead holding steady at 5.5 seconds over RJ Hecky. Just up ahead of him is Sebastian Kinder. Kinder really can't afford to go another lap down. Already just about 2 laps down to the race leader. Here comes everybody on to pit road with the exception of Wes Shire, RJ Hecky, Timothy Watson, James Watson, all going to make their pit stops. Here on lap number 72. Go Speed Racer, the number 28 of Timothy Watson. Lost the spot on pit entry to RJ Hecky. Claudio Vassalibre is in the pits as well. Pick him up as he comes into his spot. Hecky, Watson, and Watson all down and away. Oh, and the race leader overshoots his pit box. He's got to back up to get service started. This looks to be a fuel-only stop for Claudio Vassalibre. And it leaves 1 car on the lead lap, and that is Wes Shire. Definitely going to jumble up the field a little bit here. Pick up James Watson and RJ Hecky. This is the closest fight for position. Hearing Wes Shire, remember, telling us he could go to about lap 80 before he would have to make another pit stop. Looks like he's going to be coming this time here on lap number 77. Pick up the stop for Wes Shire as he makes his way down the pit road. It'll be tight here to see where Vassalibre is going to come out in front of Shire. Looks like Shire is able to hit his marks cleanly. No tire change here either for Wes Shire. He's down and away, 7.53 seconds. There's Claudio Vassalibre coming back to the front of the field. Shire going to lose a couple of spots, as well as RJ Hecky and James Watson. Basically picking this battle up right where it left off, however. It'll be interesting to see here if Vassalibre, Hecky, Watson, if they can make it here on fuel. Longest running car of the group right now is actually Mark Hewitt, running in the 5th position, being scored on the lead lap. He last stopped at lap number 43, but he'll be coming down pit road this time. Lionheart Dallara, number 74, making his way down the pit road. Vasilibre will come around to put him one lap down. Nice strategy call there by Vasilibre, able to get out to the big lead. We'll have to see if he'll be able to hold on to that race lead the longer we go here through tonight's racing action. Sebastian Kinder just at the head of this group. Kinder being scored 2 laps down through the race leader. Basically helping everybody else out in the draft. Vasilibre opens the lead back up, now over 3 3/4 seconds. Connor Baldwin now going to make his pit stop. Pick back up with this fight for the second position. RJ Heck, James Watson, and Wes Shire. Going to be about 7.5 seconds back to Timothy Watson in the 5th position. Watson actually could be in danger of going a lap down. Three wide down the back straightaway around Connor Baldwin, who was coming out of the pit area. Baldwin may have run afoul of the track limits discussion that was had. 2 wheels below the line will result in a warning and then further escalation of penalties is warranted. Leads 6 seconds for Claudio Vasilibre. Based on what our fuel calculation numbers look like, I think everybody may have to make one more stop here. Unless you're in a big-time fuel conserve mode. Let's go on board here with James Watson. Show you the dashboard. Yeah, they're definitely off pace here at 190 or so miles an hour, and definitely not at full throttle either. Now Watson back up all the way on the loud pedal, but I think a fair bit of fuel saving is going on here. Connor Baldwin coming around this group to grab a lap back. It's about half a lap between Vasilibre and this second group of cars, Zahecki, Watson, and Shire. Vasilibre able to come around the car. Timothy Watson put him a lap down. We're down to just 4 cars remaining on the lead lap. Pick up the front of that group, and R.J. Heckney currently running in the second position. Being out front's not going to let you save a ton of fuel, however. Working lap number 100 of 120. Pit windows are open. It'll be interesting to see if anybody elects to take tires. Manuel Walls checking in here saying, I remember when the Indy Racing League ran here in Dover in 98 and 99. It was crazy races for open wheel. Yeah, those races were pretty fantastically epic. The wrecks were huge, and they were only turning laps at an average speed of about 185 miles an hour. These DXS cars are going a full second and a half a lap faster than what we saw out of the Indy Racing League cars back in the day. James Watson getting ever closer to the gearbox of R.J. Heck. Very long green flag run here as Timothy Watson makes his way onto the pit road. Connor Baldwin basically giving an assist to R.J. Heckney with the toe. But it may not matter much here as here comes R.J. Heckney and James Watson. Claudio Vasilibre also on pit road. He's going to try the undercut strategy. Try to shut everybody down. R.J. Heckney going to be 8.5 seconds back. As we're down to 10 laps to go here at Dover. Can West Shire make it the rest of the way on fuel? Vasilibre down and away, 4.73 seconds. Here's West Shire. He was the race leader. Going to make his way down pit road. A little bit of a lockup on pit entry. Shouldn't hurt him too bad, though, here in the long run. Where the big difference is going to get made is in the length of time that Wes Shire is going to have to be on pit road here. Been 4-second pit stop for just about everybody here. Shire down and away, 3.2 seconds. There's Vasilibre going around. Shire coming back up to speed quickly. He's going to come out just ahead of Connor Baldwin. But he has a 3.5-second gap to RJ Hecky and James Watson. There's this fight for the final position on the podium. There's your race leader, Claudio Vasilibre. There's Wes Shire just making his way into turn number 1. The gap 4.5 seconds. A couple of pretty big incidents so far today, but haven't had a caution flag in, gosh, probably 70 laps at this point. Vasilibre able to hold on to the lead. We'll keep up with a fight here between Hetke and Watson in the battle for the 3rd position. Watson down to the inside. Holds it way deep on corner exit at turn number 2. James Watson claims 2nd back. And both of these cars wiggling heavily down the front straightaway. This fight is a good one. Down to 3 to go for Claudio Vasilibre. Pick up your race leader. This car has been able to pull away at will from the rest of the field. Seems like the fuel strategy call may not have been the race winning one, as white flag is out, 1 lap to go for Claudio Vasilibre. Cleanly off at turn number 2 down the backstretch. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Claudio Vasilibre wins the Dallara X-TREME Series race here at Dover. 2nd goes to RJ Hecky. Trouble for James Watson late in the race. Get you a hot shoe race for instant replay. See what happened to James Watson. Oh man, net code gets him into RJ Hecky. That falls out of here. Long gone goes James Watson. He will come home in the 4th position. Claudio Vasilibre, Wes Shire making their way back to their pit stalls, and see if we can't talk to some of your top finishers here tonight. We'll try to get a word in also with James Watson, your 4th place finisher. In what was really a fantastic battle late in the race here. First, we'll pick up RJ Hetke. RJ, fantastic run here tonight to the 3rd position. You really had to keep yourself clean throughout the night, and it seems like you were able to do so.
Yeah, I think those two times I hit some guy, I think it was netcode. I'm checking it right now.
Yeah, definitely.
See if it was.
Definitely looked like the one with James was netcode heading into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah.
That, I mean, ultimately, you had to be in a position to be at the front. You kept the car clean throughout the race. It really was a good run.
Yeah. It was a fun race. I don't know. That's about all I can say about it. It's not too interesting.
You know what? cars ripping around Dover at 200-mile-an-hour average lap speeds is always fantastic to watch. So, congratulations on the podium finish. Who would you like to thank?
Shoot, I'd like to thank y'all for putting on this race. Andrew for giving me the setup, and my parents, of course. That's about it.
All right, RJ. Well, congratulations there, bud. Let's pick up our runner-up finisher, Wes Shire. Wes, we talked strategy with you a little bit here, but ultimately it seemed like I don't think anybody was catching Claudio tonight.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I was expecting expecting to be saving more than 1/10 of a liter a lap compared to flat out. I think hindsight, the play there was run flat out. I might have had something for Claudio running just full send, but I don't think so, man. He was real fast.
Yeah, that car was really quick, and it was kind of interesting. Did the consideration to change the strategy call maybe enter your mind when the first green flag stops came? And I mean, he was out to like a 9-second lead, and he jumped everybody just based on how far ahead he was.
Yeah, I thought about it. I also thought we were going to get another caution. If we'd had had another caution after that, I was 100% good on fuel. Because I was only 3 laps short on fuel. I actually pit a little bit early there at the end of my run. Just changing it up so I could make sure I hopped into P2 there. But man, that was an interesting race.
Yeah, not often that you think of a race at Dover as being kind of big on fuel strategy and ultimately being full send being the best option. But congratulations on the runner-up finish tonight. Who would you like to thank?
Oh, as always, got to thank Homestead Coffee for keeping me awake and alert enough to do this. I got to thank Connor and our other glorious overlord, Mr. P. Bizzle, for putting this on, and thanks for the broadcast.
Oh, thank you very much, Wes. That's fantastic. Our glorious overlords. Yes, that's exactly what we'll call those two from now on. Thank you very much, bud. Congratulations, and looking forward to talking to you again soon.
Yeah, thanks. See you soon.
Now let's pick up our race winner, Claudio Vasilibre, who you skunked these guys, Claudio, because everybody else was thinking fuel save and you were full send from the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, I think I got the rookie luck. But it has been great. And first of all, I need to say huge thanks to Connor. He gave me his setup the other day, and I practiced a bit trying to tweak it, and it looks like it worked. So I'm happy to share that setup with everyone else so that it would be useful to others.
Yeah, the car was very, very quick all night. And what went through your head when you saw everybody else kind of go into fuel saving mode? Was there ever a thought to back down and play the strategy game, or were you full send all night?
No, I realized at a certain point that something was going on because I didn't saw them anymore on my mirrors. So I said either I'm too fast or something is wrong here. And then I realized by the voice chat that they were trying to have a fuel saving strategy, but that's not the way I race. I mean, I need to have fun. If I need to, not be flat out, it's not fun to me. So I said, okay, whatever. I'll go my way, and actually it worked.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. No attack, no chance, right? Well, it's a heck of a first run for you here in the DXS series, and congratulations on the win. Who would you like to thank?
Well, as I said before, Connor's first. He showed me the light by giving me, the right setup to start. Then I learned how the camber and toe and stuff like that works on the oval. Consider this has been for me really the very first race. I never raced on the oval before that, and I'm coming from the road races, and but because this series on the road races is not that popular, I look for something fun. And this group of people, just listening to them during the race just that is a lot of fun. So I'm so glad to have joined this community. I really hope to give that same fun back to them for the next year or so at least.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a very good group of guys. We'll say that, and something tells me they're not going to take it easy on you next time, giving you the trying to play the fuel save strategy. That's for sure. So, congratulations on the win,
Right.
bud. Hopefully, we're talking to you again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everyone.
So there you go. There is Claudio Vassilibre, your race winner tonight here at Dover International Speedway. What was just an absolutely fantastic race. Picking up the win by 5.1 seconds over West Shire. RJ Hetke comes home third, 8.9 seconds back. And the podium cars were on the lead lap here tonight. James Watson, Mark Hewitt, Connor Baldwin all finishing one lap down back through the 6th position. Sebastian Kinder 2 laps down in the 7th position. Timothy Watson 3 laps in arrears in 8th. Matt Galida 6 laps down in the 9th position. Andrew Acera and Jason Hand will complete tonight's field here for the Dallara X-TREME Series. This one's been a ton of fun from the Dover International Speedway. Coming up tomorrow night, it'll be the High Slide Cup Series making their final race before the Memorial Day weekend break. Then we come back here on Monday night with the Silver Crown cars. And Tuesday night, we got another doubleheader for you with the Sprint cars and the TNT PM18 All Oval Series. That one is a ton of fun. We've seen some great racing in that series. Wednesday night, Burt Wojcik, Adam Rubright back with a High Side Hustle. Thursday, we have another doubleheader leading you into the greatest weekend in motorsports with the Ezra IndyCar Series and the official series, round number 11 for the Indy Pro 2000 Championship. But for now, that's going to wrap up our coverage here from the Dover International Speedway. For everybody here at the National Racing Network, my name's Chris Graham. It's been a pleasure to have you with us here this fine Saturday. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night, everybody.